Alright guys, today we're continuing with every Dragon Ball figure I need to recreate DBZ manga covers. We're continuing from the Saiyan saga here. We're at chapter 210, and this cover is not really possible without making like a custom figure or something. You'll see what I mean. As for Goku, no problem there really as far as like a figure that will work for that. The DF father and son Goku or the SDCC 2024 from the Goku and Gohan set would work for that. But as for Gohan, there is no Gohan figure that looks like this currently available, okay? So if I were to make this cover before that were to be an available product or something, I'd probably have to make a custom, okay? Which would include, I think the best formula will probably be the head sculpt from the DF father and son Gohan right here, okay? That is pretty much based on the same time period and everything, right? And although it doesn't have like a neutral expression, I don't think it only has like teeth gritted and yelling and stuff like that. As for the body, I think the mini DAIMA Goku will probably be the best base body to work from, but it's not completely accurate, of course, because his belt, he has that kind of sash going on, but this Gohan here has a tied belt. He also doesn't have the kanji on the front, on the mini Goku right there. Of course, the back doesn't really matter because you can't see that in this manga cover. And as for his boots don't have any ties on them in the cover right there, but the mini DAIMA Goku does. So I'm not sure if you can like flip those around or not, or you could theoretically like modify them if you wanted to. I probably wouldn't go that far. Possibly, I don't know. I might not even make a custom to begin with because customs take a lot of time. So yeah, the boots are not accurate. And then he has this little like, you know, the little flap hanging down there around his waist, which is also not on Gohan right here. So that's another thing. And lastly, of course, Gohan is battle damaged, whereas this is not. And if I were to make a Gohan like this, a custom Gohan, I'd probably want to leave it non-battle damaged just so I can use it for other stuff as well. But yeah, the Dragon Ball Evolved Goku could potentially also work for a body, but I think he'd be way too tall. Although the belt might be something you can use for the waist of this. I'm not sure how much larger the waist of the Evolved Goku is compared to this, and the blues wouldn't really match anyways, I don't think, so there's that, okay? As for chapter 211, which is actually, this is another case of the covers having a misprint as far as I can tell. It says chapter 210 right there, but according to Kanzenshu, this is chapter 211, and the cover, of course, says 210 on it, okay? So that's another case of a misprint there. I don't know why so many of these manga covers have this misprint nonsense going on. It's really quite annoying, to be honest with you. But yeah, so on this cover, you just have King Kai, Goku, and Bubbles. So for this, the DF father and son Goku would work as well. As for King Kai and Bubbles, there's the Irwin toy, basically a 2-pack of them from years ago. And I think this King Kai figure looks really good, to be honest with you. Like, it really holds up very well. The main thing is that, of course, it only has one expression, and his arms don't have any elbow joints or bicep swivels, okay? So he can't actually put his hands behind his back like that. If I wanted to accomplish that, I'd have to Photoshop those arms or something, so that is annoying. As for Bubbles, let's see, yeah, his arms move up and down, I think. I don't know if his head turns side to side, and his tail is like fused onto his back. It's like molded as one piece. So he's in another situation where I'd either have to settle for an inaccurate pose because the figure is so limited, or Photoshop his tail and stuff like that, which is not, I don't think it'd be that difficult to do. But I really wish I didn't have to do that for some of these covers, you know. As for chapter 212, this one has a lot of figures on it, so this would be economically a very expensive cover to make, okay? We've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think, what, 8 characters on here. Now, Proud Namekian and Piccolo, I do have, that could work for Piccolo, although of course the colors are different. This is the anime colors, and this is more like, you know, manga colors with the red belt, the like yellow muscle parts or whatever, that kind of stuff. So the DAIMA Piccolo would probably work pretty well for this as far as the color scheme goes, but I don't really feel like, as I said before, I'd rather not buy a manga colored figure just to have a manga colored figure if I can get an anime colored figure instead. So I do have Proud Namekian Piccolo, and it wouldn't be that difficult if I wanted to like Photoshop his belt red or something like that. So yeah, I might or might not do that. For Krillin, the Earth's Strongest Man is actually the most accurate figure available, apart from the 1.0, of course. because as you see here, Krillin is wearing a blue undershirt, so the Goku's old friend Krillin figure actually would not be very accurate because it has no undershirt, right? And then after that, we have Goku once again, DF father and son, same thing as before, as you see Goku right there. For Gohan, the Kid era Gohan figure would work, like as you see right here, but it doesn't have the white headband. And let me see, the armbands are also red instead of blue. But yeah, for the headband, that is not like a huge deal. It's pretty easy to just get like some white cloth or something and make a little like headband and tie it around his head or something. So that's not a massive deal. Of course, as you can see though, his eyes are looking off to the side. And Krillin's eyes are also looking off to the side. And Yamcha's eyes look off to the side. And Yajirobe's eyes. And Piccolo's eyes. And Goku's eyes. Everyone's eyes looking off to the side basically. I think only Chaozu is actually looking forward. So I appreciate seeing Chaozu looking forward right there. Let's see, next is Tien, another expensive figure. There's also a model kit by Irwin Toy from years ago. And there's a Jax Pacific figure. I think it's Irwin Toy with the model kit. And there's a Jax Pacific figure from years ago as well. The Jax Pacific figure to me looks better than the model kit, but the posability of both of them is not really great. I think the Tien body has decent articulation points, but the pants are like a rubber material, I think, so that really limits how his legs can move and stuff. So yeah, the SHF Tien would work, but it does not have a blue shirt, as you see here, and also doesn't have blue wristbands. I do have a blue shirt that I use for like, let's say like a Namek Saga looking Goku, so putting a blue shirt on him would not be that difficult. As for Chaozu, I don't have a blue shirt that's that small, but I could theoretically make one probably rather easily, just cut some blue cloth or something to make a little makeshift blue shirt for him. Even the wristbands, I could make some custom wristbands if I wanted to have the colors be completely accurate and stuff like that. Let's see here. I wouldn't probably repaint the figures because these are pretty expensive figures. And then Chaozu, of course, he would be from the 2-pack with Tien from 2021, okay? And he's actually looking forward on the 2-pack, so that's good. As for his mouth, of course, his mouth is not smiling here. It's upside down, and flipping that upside down would not be that difficult. Next, Yamcha, very expensive figure once again. And actually, in this case, for Yamcha, he has a blue undershirt on the cover, if you look right here. So actually, the most accurate look for him would probably be to put a Yamcha head sculpt on a Goku body, okay? So, you know, I think was their name JR Studios? They recently released some Yamcha head sculpts. If you have those, and you have like one of these Goku bodies, you can put those head sculpts on there to make this look for Yamcha pretty much, you know? And let's see, what's the last one? The last one for this cover is Yajirobe. Best option that I know of is the Irwin Toy from years ago. Poor articulation, no elbow joints, no bicep swivels. His eyes are looking off to the side actually, but to the wrong side. They're looking to his right instead of his left like he's on the cover. So for him to have his arms folded, I would have to probably Photoshop that as well. Not sure if there is a like Ban Presto statue or something with his arms folded. I've not seen one personally that I remember. So there's that for Yajirobe. And as for Chapter 213, this one only has 2 characters on it, Vegeta and Nappa. For this look for Vegeta, I'd want to use the WoW Super Action Studio Vegeta, which I'm very much looking forward to personally, hoping they give an update about that soon, because I'd really like to get that figure. Although, one thing to note is that like the SHF version of this Vegeta has a red Scouter, whereas here he has a green Scouter. I don't know if they're going to base their color scheme on like the manga cover or the manga, full color manga right here with the green Scouter or what, but there's that to consider. As for Nappa, the original 2017, I think it was, release of Nappa would be the more accurate of the 2 Nappa figures SHF has made, because the second release, the SDCC 2021 Nappa, is more anime colors, but I'd rather get an anime colored figure so I could use it for both manga and anime stuff. And his Scouter, I believe the Scouter on these figures, I'm not sure if the manga Nappa and anime Nappa have the same color Scouters, but I think the Scouter on the original release is purple instead of green, so there's that to consider as well, okay? And recoloring those things would not be that difficult, but, you know, it is what it is. So yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this installment. Let me know if you think there are any other, like, any better options for certain figures than what I'm aware of, like the Yajirobe, for example. Like, is there a Ban Presto statue with his arms crossed? You know, I don't know. But yeah, thanks for watching, and bye for now.